Are Celebrations PCTBs a no-brainer right now? So we all know that Celebrations is doing a lot better right now. It's been slowing down a little bit in terms of pricing, and that's sometimes a good buying opportunity because you know you're not necessarily buying at the high. Demand has been good for some Celebrations products over others. PCTBs have been selling pretty consistently. Three did sell yesterday. You see the demand just kind of going pretty much about, I guess on average it's about like 1 to 2 per day, probably like 2 per day. And the price has been hovering around just under 400. And usually this is where people try to start making a break for, above 400. And it's sort of like you probably have time, like probably like a couple of weeks, maybe a month, until celebration starts to really go a little further. Um, so it's just a little nice, relaxed time to get on that versus the other popular products. ETBs have also been selling pretty consistently. They're the kind of the main product to go for. The value of ETBs is that like they're the main product that people usually think about when they want to get a specially set item, and their price has also been kind of around the same point. It's actually been dropping a little bit, like going from like 270, 260 down to 250 right now. It's been selling about one per day pretty consistently, so it's been kind of one of the most consistent products of this whole month, only having very like 1 day gaps, just a couple of them, about four of them this whole month. um, and yeah, so it's kind of the more basic thing to get. The UPCs kind of have they're kind of the most unique item because they kind of have the gold cards that make them really really unique. Um, and demand is a little more sporadic because it is a really expensive thing, but they've been trying to break $800. No sales in the last 2 days on them, and yeah, they're trying to break 800. I feel like they'll break 800 before the PCTB. Um, and then for loose packs, they kind of sell kind of randomly. Like 31 sold yesterday, and sold today. There's some random spikes as good deals approach. But yeah, we're kind of back to about $19 packs with this. And then the collector chests kind of seem like the least popular option. I don't know. I like these, but I feel like if you're gonna get Celebrations ETBs, except for the price points, it's probably better to get some of the other ones. Like probably the ETB is probably better than this, even though it does give you kind of more value. But yeah, there are some good deals on this. Like there's one at 110, so if you want the price jump, it is kind of there. So price wise, there actually has more momentum go up. So I could actually be wrong on that, but yeah, the price differentials are better, but the demand is also more sporadic. All right, now for booster box updates. So Darkness Ablaze hits $300. It's one of the less desired booster boxes, but it's been having pretty. When I look at the 1 month graph, pretty good demand. Like one box every like two, like one day every other day, every 3 days, something like that. And because of that, it's risen to 300. And yeah, it's actually not too far from Astro Radiance. Like Astro Radiance is like 370. So pretty funny. Like it's been like hasn't been the best set in the world, but it's been 260 for a while. It finally went to about $300. It's up $29. And a couple of other things. So is it time to buy Paldea Evolved? So Paldea Evolved is down $5. But it's been in kind of stagnant period, and I really think that's going to go up pretty soon. So you kind of had a month to kind of get at the cheaper price. Um, Price point wise, it is a good amount more expensive than like other sets, and so you might not really get your value. But if you want to get in on this box before it becomes something like like Fusion Strike or something in the future, getting it now, honestly, it'll probably just get more expensive from this point on. I don't really expect like a reprint or something when the crash happens. I don't really think it'll drop that much. It just might remain stagnant. But yeah, all the signs are leading toward Paldea Evolved's gonna go up. We're definitely just gonna need like some demand spikes for it to really take off. But even with like kind of mediocre demand and this whole month of price drops, it's already recovered back to its previous high of 375. Um, and we're going 380. Like I think we're gonna go for another round 400. Wouldn't be surprised if we cross 400. Because I am seeing things of other booster boxes. Like people are making a play for Temporal Forces right now. You can kind of see the increased demand. Temporal Forces doesn't usually have this much demand, like four per day plus like there's 6 and 7 over here. That's quite rare. Usually it's more like some days off, usually 1 or 2 per day. And the price has gone up back up to 240 today, which is where it's been kind of like hugging for a while, and it'll probably go around to 245, 250 next. Um, Stellar Crown, also another later box that people are targeting. It's at a new high of 232 now. So this has been kind of coming for a while. 4 boxes sold yesterday, and yeah, it's a set that no one really thought would do that well, but it does better than Paradox, and that's to be based on all that. And there's only a couple of boxes left until 235 and then 240. So this is still reprintable, I feel like, but it is something that you can definitely see people are interested in. And then for Sword and Shields, stuff that I kind of see happening. So yeah, Temporal went up 15, Sword Crown's up 2. Um, let's see, Evolving Skies is still having it's like consistent demand. So when I pull up Evolving Skies, when I look at like it's like I don't like this is still pretty scary to me. Like it's selling like every other day as of starting August 2nd at these higher prices. So this shows usually when the last mini bull run happened, Evolving Skies demand just dropped quite a bit and the price dropped a lot. This didn't happen this time. Um, it shows that there's like enough still interest in Evolving Skies that's like, hey, the price isn't really gonna go down, and like that sort of energy is gonna bring more momentum to the other Sword and Shield booster boxes. Fusion Strike also having really good demand, but it's very likely to reach a new high point of 900. So there's only 1 box left until 900. Then you reach like a lot of people are selling for 900, and then you go to 975. But yeah, Fusion Strike has been having really good demand, selling pretty much every day. A lot of those days sells 2 or 3, and yeah, it's just you kind of see it coming. I don't know if it'll quite reach 1,000 yet. I'll look at the data a little more as time goes on, but you definitely see 1,000. I come out there's like this 1,000 at the bottom over here. Um, and then let's see what else. So I'll just go kind of in order for things. So social base and Rebel Clash didn't really have anything. Viviltion Battle Styles, not too important. I think Viviltion had like a box sold. Yeah, had one. So yesterday, one sold today. Chilling Rain back down to 244. 1 box did sell yesterday. But yeah, Steel Curtain cards, this new seller appeared and started listing some cheaper boxes. So it's an opportunity to get some cheaper Chilling Rain. It's going to about 355, 360, 475, I mean, not 300. Brilliant Stars, it's still around 445 or 455. So 2 sold yesterday, and it's going up in like $5 increments. So you see like 455, 460, 465, 470, 475, 480. So that's not too bad for Brilliant Stars, and so it could really make a play for $500 at some point. Brilliant Stars had no change. Volume Skies did go down $10 after that. Actually, that's Chilling Rain did go down $10. Volume Skies did go up $10. Lost Origin up $8. In a Lost Origin situation, it's getting. So I got some comments of like, hey, would Lost Origins go to 1,000 before Future Strike? I kind of don't really think so. Like just because we have a weird situation here. Like Moby's Corner was kind of only sellers selling for less than 800 for a while. They increased their price, and then now finally some new sellers have appeared. But it was a really strange situation where like no new sellers appeared for Lost Origin when that was kind of the common case. Like for the last I don't know, last year that I've been tracking this, or last 8 months, like Lost Origin would frequently have a lot of people add like boxes because they're trying to get rid of Lost Origin. So I think we're at the point where a lot of people are running out because like the number of people adding Lost Origin boxes was really slow this time. After all these like buyouts and everything. But yeah, right now we are settling into there are about 9 boxes around 730. None of them sold yesterday, but that is kind of the new struggle. That we're still trying to break $800 here. Um, and then Astral Radiance still pretty slow. 1 box sold yesterday, but still kind of stuck at its price points. And then Silver Tempest, it sold 0 yesterday. And we're still trying to break $400 for it, but it's had a little bit of a slowdown. And then for the rest of Scarlet and Violet, let's see, Scarlet and Violet base is down 10. Paradox up 1. Twilight is down 3. Stellar Cross up 2. The other boxes I didn't look at, so Obsidian Flames sold 1 yesterday, 1 today. Still kind of not really expecting huge price movements. It could go up to 270. But yeah, usually it rises pretty slowly. Slowly but surely, it's kind of Obsidian Flames this kind of way. Paradox is around 220. It's been just really struggling to get to 225. Still, current games is there to kind of limit the price as well. But yeah, now it's back about 220. Temporal Force already mentioned. Twilight sold 2 yesterday and 1 today. And I really think we're going to start making it play to $300, but it's gotten a little worse. There's a few more boxes around 290 now. And the Surging Sparks just, I don't know how long this thing's going to remain so cheap. 8 sold yesterday. A lot of people have it over 237 now. I'm not really sure what happened, if there was like a reprint or something. I'm guessing there was, because this is really abnormal that there's like so much Surging Spark supply available, and the price keeps going down. That wraps things up for this video. I hope you walked away with a better understanding of the market. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more deep dives in the Pokemon market. Tell me what's the next big investment you're considering in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you all later.